All right, so welcome to the Attack Gaming Podcast. On today's episode, we have myself, TJ, Mark, the narc, Ashley the robot.
God, you always have to make something out of everything.
That's why I said it, to get a rise out of you. To get some blood into your veins.
There's one time we were going to LA. It was for the Loot Crate thing, and we stopped at In-N-Out. And he took his fries to go. So he's eating them on the road, and while he was driving, he started choking on one of the fries. He's like, "You ever get one of those? It's a throat fry." I'm like, "It's not a throat fry. Throat fry's not a thing."
I feel like everything has to have a thing.
It'd be like throat noodle, because sometimes you get noodles stuck in there, and they come back up.
Well, I like to.
Oh God, you're starting the chain now.
I like it when it rhymes better. Well, what did Bethany do? Mark's
Hallmarks.
Like
that one was pretty good.
That one, it was good. You liked that. That was so forced.
She doesn't do it for everything, though. I can appreciate it in small doses.
But it had nothing to do with anything.
He doesn't appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, Mark doesn't like me at all.
He knows that.
Okay. He knows.
I think it's more Mark the douche instead of Kirk the douche.
Thank you. So, Mark, do you want to be the first topic giver? The giver of topics?
I can be.
Then do it.
Okay.
Give it away.
So I guess the first thing we can talk about is virtual reality.
Ooh.
Oculus Rift, Project Morpheus from Sony, that got announced during, was it GDC?
Yep.
Recently, our good friend Dave Georgeson, Ponytail Smiles, he went on record saying that he's very excited about Project Morpheus. He would love to see it in EverQuest Next Landmark, that kind of stuff. He says they probably won't because it's mostly a PC platform and Morpheus is for PlayStation 4. But he's very excited for virtual reality. He thinks it's the future of gaming. So I want thoughts on virtual reality.
I think it's a novelty, but I don't think it's like the future. I don't think it's like everyone's going to need to have virtual reality.
Yeah.
Like it'll be something on the side. Some people will have it just for fun, but they're not going to play every game with it. I feel like it's just like, I don't know. We kind of talked about it before, like.
Kind of like
How
an
do
addition.
I say it? Yeah, it's like it's a nice addition too, but it's not the end all be all. And it'll be fun for some things, but you're not going to want to have these things on all the time and be playing every game.
Kind of like
with
how
them.
the Kinect and the PS Move are right now.
Right? Yeah, everyone's like, oh, this is the new thing, but it's like how often you have it? How often do you use that?
The Kinect?
Yeah.
Well, I use it all the time. Just because of voice commands.
You're like Xbox
well, no,
on.
Okay,
no.
but not like the.
I'm never playing like I don't use the hand gestures. I don't have a game that uses it, but for the voice command,
The voice
really
thing
nice.
is cool.
See, but I like it the way Microsoft did it. Is like they packaged it in, so everyone has one. You can't buy an Xbox One without one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So if a developer does decide to use it, they know that everyone who owns an Xbox has access to it. Whereas before, like for Xbox 360 with the original Kinect, developers were making games just specifically for the people who bought a Kinect. So it wasn't the full 360 market.
Because they can only market it to a select amount of people that actually bought it. But now it's like every game's going to have it, so we can put more effort into it because people can use it.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you saying virtual reality won't get that way until it's like packaged in with every system?
It's a separate peripheral that right now is going to cost $300. So you'll have the hardcore gamers that will absolutely invest in it, and I'd probably use it for a while. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I can't see like an average consumer saying I've got to have this.
Yeah,
and spending that much money.
I have like no interest in it.
I don't either.
Looking at the now, I would say it's definitely something that's not too interesting because there's not going to be, as soon as it releases, there's going to be no games. But once they make that perfect game that fits so well with virtual reality, I feel like everyone's going to hop on the bandwagon and buy it. And also, I mean, with future technology, I personally want everything to be virtual reality. I could imagine that instead of using a keyboard, you're using your brainwaves to control your character. Whether that's completely virtual reality or it's... I mean, these things are possible. You never know. Whether that's complete or not, I mean, I would rather have these advancements over time. If no one catches on to the virtual reality movement, then it's never going to happen. Mm-hmm. I mean, personally, I always buy every single technology that comes out with gaming. Like, as soon as it comes out, I bought the Wii U, and I think it's awesome, but nobody else has the Wii U, so it's not as awesome. No one has it. But if everyone had a Wii U,
feel better.
I think Wii U is an amazing console.
It's the first console you can't. I guess what my brothers say is screen peek, but you can't look at someone else's screen while you're playing. You have your own screen. You can hide things away from somebody. So it takes the essence of online gaming onto your own handheld. So we can have Mario Party, and no longer they can know you're sneaking up behind them.
Screen peeking.
Yeah, screen peeking.
Yeah. Stop screen peeking me on Halo.
You guys are like screen to screen. Like, I'm not looking at it. But, like, how do you keep track of that?
I know people that built like dividers that they would put over their screen just so people couldn't screen peek.
That's like the SAT test at high school.
I'm messing with
it.
Sorry.
Getting
Water
a little
error.
wet.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
wait, sorry. So are you gonna get Oculus Rift when it comes out?
To me, Oculus Rift isn't virtual reality. It's just a nice TV that goes over your face, so you can see everything as if it was.
So what to you is virtual reality?
If I get a glove that I can go like this, and I can actually control things in the game without using a keyboard, without using a controller. Every action that I personally do is actually reflected onto the game. So maybe with Oculus Rift and the Wiimote, and you're holding a sword, and you can actually walk forward and back. That to me is virtual reality. Just having a pair of goggles that are a giant TV that looks real isn't virtual reality to me.
Plus like a controller. Or
Yeah, if you have a controller and then you have these glasses on, it's just a nicer TV.
Visual effect.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like getting a 3D TV and calling it virtual reality when it's just better graphics.
Yeah, Rift and Morpheus are going to cover sight and sound, but those are still only two senses.
Yeah.
So it's like you still know you're sitting in a room.
Mm-hmm.
and it like loses like if you're playing with friends or anything. Like if you have a thing on, like there's not that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man.
You know. Yeah.
Hey, man, what's up?
I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Like even I was talking to Mark about this. Like even if I'm like at home playing a game, and like if my girlfriend is there, like if I have these things on, I'm just like, I don't know. I like playing a game and like knowing like people are still around if they ask me a question. But if I'm like entrenched in something, it's like once I put that thing on, I'm pretty much in my own world. Because like if someone talks to me, I'll be like, really? What the fuck do you want?
Yeah.
And then put the thing
Those
back
are
on.
as bad as headphones now, though. A lot of people have like their turtle beaches and stuff, and you still can't hear anything. You're like,
At least you can see them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
hey, I have to say something.
Like I'm mostly a console gamer because I like playing in the living room where it's a more social environment. And to like isolate myself with that thing, I just don't think I would ever do it.
I don't know. I feel like with advancement in technology, having to meet face to face is not really as needed until you get over that barrier of like, I need to be next to you to be connected with you. I mean, personally, I can be on Skype and feel like I'm actually hanging out with my friends.
Okay, TJ Robot.
I'm just very futuristic.
Who's the robot now?
I'm always looking to the future, and I don't mind like hanging out with my friends. Consists of me sitting in my room talking to them on Skype. That to me is hanging out with
I
them.
think that's the majority of people now.
I mean, no longer do I need to go like, hey, let's go meet Buffalo Wild Wings and sit down and have dinner. Like, hey, let's all hang out on Skype, play some League of Legends, and have a good time.
But it's not even so much that. Like I have a roommate.
I mean,
do you guys talk
if
on
someone's
Skype
with
when
you,
you're
of
across
course,
the room?
you don't want to be using these devices when someone's actually with you, excluding them. But if you include them, you can look at each other in the game and be like, hey, and like wave to them, and like you can actually punch them. And it doesn't hurt them in real life, but you get the feeling of I just punched my friend.
Wait.
Or I just backstabbed my friend. You know, it becomes another level of, haha, I actually did it. But you don't actually have to kill them.
Yeah, let's not do that.
That might go down bad.
What are your thoughts then?
It'll be a
It
cool
just
experience.
seems like
It's
a
just-
luxury to me than...
Yeah, I don't think
having
it'll
to
ever
rely
catch on
on
to
it.
be like the way to game.
What about like if future goes on, what about everyone would have these glasses instead of having a TV while playing video games? Like it came standard in the box of an Xbox 360. No longer do you need a TV to play your Xbox. You can just connect in your bathroom and play Xbox. I mean, just the idea is just anywhere. You no longer need to actually
That
sit in your
very,
room.
very enticing.
Your Xbox is not tied to a TV no longer. It's tied
Never
to
leave
these
the bathroom.
these small
Never
buttons.
leave the bathroom.
Whether it wants to be in your kitchen, wherever you want to set up your Xbox, you can play it with these devices.
Yeah.
And you only need to pay for the TV.
Yeah, I'm not
Time will
setting
tell.
it up.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. As it is with Oculus Rift, in its current form, I don't think it's going to catch on. Maybe it will. Maybe things will surprise me.
With Facebook. Does Facebook still have Oculus Rift?
Yeah, they just bought it.
I have
that's
never
gonna skew
even
some things.
played this.
Plus, you got to think, now that it's with Facebook, they're just going to try and incorporate
virtual
social
reality
features.
Yeah, virtual reality,
like,
talk rooms.
Like, do you want to post? Do you want to make a post about this
your
game achievement?
Oculus Rift
It's like, no, I don't want to post to Facebook because no one cares.
Hey, I just ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
In virtual
You
reality.
jelly?
Nobody needs those
You
updates.
Are you jelly?
You jelly.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about. I just got this email the other day. It's talking about eSports, and it goes to say more than 70 million people watch eSports worldwide at the moment.
You took my topic.
Did you? Okay, perfect. Well, no, that's good.
That works.
That's
really
good. Because I figured you would want to talk about it.
I don't want to be between this.
Yeah, you guys duke it out.
Worldwide viewership has doubled in the last year. Prize pools obviously are increasing with that. With Dota 2 offering the largest prize pool ever,
True.
$2.87 million. And yeah, so
Do you guys ever play Dota? Or is it just League?
I have
I've
never
just
played
looked at
Dota.
Dota.
Never played it?
No.
see, at least
This is
I've
probably
played
why
both.
we're so
At least
happy.
I'm not like.
Hey, I don't say Dota sucks.
I don't say it
though.
sucks. I just say League's better.
I never
But-
said League was better either.
Oh no!
I just happened to grasp League. My coworker at the time at GameStop, he actually started working for Riot. So I was like, oh, hey, I'm going to check this game out. And I just kind of got sucked in. It was my first PC game. So I kind of have an attachment.
Yeah.
to
Well,
it.
that's what I think because I was talking to. Well, I've talked to a couple people. My brother, he likes League more. And I think it's just because that's the first one he played. The first MOBA I played was Dota 2. So it's like,
Yeah.
anytime I'm playing League, I'm like, yeah, but I could be playing Dota and getting better at that. Like, why am I wasting my time?
Getting better.
Getting
Getting-
better.
Getting better meaning
Yeah, we're improving.
staying the same for 2 years.
How long have you guys been playing League?
I've played for 2 years now.
3 to 4 years almost.
I'm better than her already.
3 to 4. I was going to say,
Whoa!
how long did it take before you felt competent?
I say that it took me a good 2 years for me to feel like I was knowledgeable. It was my first PC game. TJ had background in a lot of other things, but for me, in order to see the improvement, I think I want to say I was improving slightly, but in my eyes, I didn't really see that improvement until maybe 2 years.
For me, I mean,
Yeah, because like it's not only learning how to move your champion, like that's the easy part. It's learning every single character's
Right.
abilities, their cooldowns,
Yeah, so, like-
how to play against them in lane, CSing.
I think the biggest part is learning all the champions because that's until you know what everyone does, I don't think you can get better. Because like I spent probably the first 6 months just dying. I have no idea why or how or because people know the champions and it's like you see this guy, he comes up, you're like, oh, I don't know what he can do to me.
take it.
I don't know what he can do to me. We're both the same level. I'm probably fine, but then
All of a
10
sudden,
seconds later,
he's
you're
in your
dead.
face and you're dead.
Yeah, so I think, it was probably for me like 6 months to a year before I was like, okay, now I'm over that hurdle, I can start getting better, but...
well, for me, I mean, I picked the game, hit level 30 in a month. It took me 4 to 5 months, and I was already gold, which is 15% of the top percentile. So I thought it was very
You're
easy.
gifted.
Like you're saying,
Good
I just thought it was
job.
a very easy game.
Go play
to
Dota.
pick up and learn, and that's what I liked about it was that the ability to have new entrants enter League is much smaller compared to Dota. You have to really learn a lot more in Dota. It's more complicated. It limits the amount of people who are going to keep joining Dota, while League is really easy tutorial, really easy to get the basics. I'd say not any advanced
It's definitely
techniques,
more
not
beginner
advanced techniques.
friendly.
And I think that's what really sparks a game to become so big. It's how easy it is to pick up early, especially for esports.
Yeah,
People
'cause
are like,
a lot
oh,
of
I really
people
want
are
to get into this
competitive.
sport. Is it hard? I mean, you don't see anyone playing. I guess bowling. I don't like bowling. Bowling's lame. I think it's
Oh.
hard.
Bowling's
Whoa.
lame.
No, offense to bowlers.
Sorry, bowlers.
No, golf.
But it's hard.
I like golf though.
Bowling's hard to learn. You throw the ball and you have to throw the ball tons of times until you get your first strike. But for baseball, you just swing at the ball and you're gonna hit the ball a couple times.
Well, I don't know about that.
And you get that instant gratitude of I hit the ball. But when you're bowling, like gutter ball, gutter ball, only one pin, gutter ball, and it's just difficult. It's kind of the same for sports, eSports. I think the easier it is to learn, the more people are gonna join.
Mm-hmm. So why do you think that twice as many people watched eSports in 2013 than 2012?
It's a hugely growing industry. Tons of money are being pumped in. And I think, personally, it's more because of the virtual world being more adaptable than the real world. You can change whatever you want in this world. You can create scenarios where it's constant action. If you're watching football, they make a play. They have to wait 10 to 15 seconds just to kind of warm up, get ready, talk about their next play. But League, it's just constant action. You're CSing, you're harassing. There's never a stop of movement. Everything is constantly changing over time. And I think it's more exciting to watch than your typical football game. Most people I know that like football, they don't even watch the game. Sometimes it's like, oh, my team won, nice. Put the phone back. Okay.
Yeah.
You can do that for League, but you're missing a lot more excitement.
There's a lot of
when you're watching the game. The shoutcasters are yelling. They're being really excited. While in normal sports, usually they're just like, da-da-da, this guy made a touchdown, and then he makes this pass because of this. But in eSports, it's like, oh my god, he just ulted their whole team, oh my god, and everyone's clapping in the stands. Even if it's just a ward they take out, people just go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the wards. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, on top of that, though, I noticed there's a lot of people from different gaming backgrounds. You have people who are console gamers that are now playing PC games because of League of Legends, just because of their friends. They hear their friends saying, oh, this is an amazing game, and they check it out.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, last year for the International, the Dota tournament, is the first time I actually partook in esports watching, and I watched a bunch of matches because it was pretty cool. I got off work and just turned it on, and it was fun to watch because they're so much better than me, and I tried to figure out how are they this good. Just every move is calculated. I guess that's the big thing, and working together, but it's completely different. It's completely different the way they play competitively and just a casual game.
It's a learning experience too. You can learn from the pros while you're watching on esports as well.
But it's strange that normally it's like 2 top, 1 mid, 2 bottom, but in competitive they don't do that at all. That's not even a thing they do. At least in Dota. Sometimes they'll have 4
breaking the meta.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's very interesting to watch, but then it doesn't necessarily make me any better because they play it a completely different way.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you have a team or something. You coordinate with your friends.
For League, I think that's completely different. Everyone is copying what the pros do. If a pro plays Urgot all of a sudden...
Top lane.
Yeah, top lane Urgot. And the next day, literally, you can see the increase of plays go up by 50%. Mm-hmm. I'm playing Urgot because Urgot's OP because the pros did it. But in reality, it's just because they're really good and they know what they're doing.
Yeah. And no one will be able to duplicate that experience.
Yeah, top lane Urgot feeding all week.
Yeah, so probably the win percentage of that hero is way down too. Because everyone just wants to try it out.
When the play amount goes up, usually the win percentage goes down because there are new people playing these champions who don't know their abilities. It's interesting.
So, is the esports going to rise this year?
It's going to keep going up. I think... my personal goal in life is to help esports overcome even football. Soccer is going to be the hardest because it's worldwide, but so is esports. Esports is bigger than, I think honestly it's bigger than football already. It's not just the US. It's the US, it's Korea, it's China, it's Japan, it's the EU. It's literally the whole world has an esports team nowadays. Brazil has an esports team. It's getting really, really
big. Brazil fan?
Yeah. Mordekaiser es numero uno.
What?
It's an inside League joke.
It's a League joke.
Oh. Yeah, League jokes.
I love them League jokes.
Those are so good. Did that article have anything else interesting?
You tell me.
I think the prize pool is really interesting. The increase of esports is honestly going to have a big spike in the amount of money going into it. And I think people are going to be making a lot of careers out of this esports, whether it be marketing firms or actual players. You know, you can advertise esports. Red Bull has an esports section, and it's getting really big. You know, they're always at events giving out Red Bull, like, hey, Red Bull esports, we support you guys. This is a sport. But then there's going to be a lot of people who are like, no, it's not a sport. Sport requires physical contact and physical like abilities. You need to be able to like really be tough.
Yeah, well, they have this, like, you have the same arguments with golf.
Yeah,
and
I was going to
bowling.
say
Like,
golf and bowling. I mean, there's little.
I don't know. I feel like sports is just a competition.
Yeah, that's what
No matter.
I interviewed somebody and they said sports to me is a physical activity, so electronic sports don't work. And I'm like, you're using a lot of physical movements. It's just in your hands, similar to golf. You just do one swing, and a lot of it's coming from mental competition and teamwork. I mean, I feel like these components can make up a sport. So.
Well, regardless whether someone thinks it's a sport or not, like.
Hasn't it been recognized as a sport already?
League of Legends is the only esports, no offense to Dota, that is recognized as a national worldwide sport where people can get visas for. So I think, you know, it's definitely past the point where it's definitely a sport, and it's just going to keep on growing from there.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like golf. You know, 15 years ago is when Tiger Woods started getting in. Like, it wasn't until Tiger Woods started playing and winning that people started making money. Like, I remember, like, Phil Mickelson's a golfer, and he was like, thank you, Tiger Woods, because before you started playing, you know, we would win $20,000 in a tournament for winning, and now you win over $1 million for a tournament. And it's because of Tiger Woods' popularity. So it's just going to take, I mean, it's happening now, but it's going to take, like, one team or one person to just become, like, a celebrity, and then that's how you're going to get the normal people watching. And then once they start watching, there's going to be more advertising dollars being put into it, and then
the casual gamers.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of, well, I think that they've been doing this a lot for the esports, is companies like Riot are hiring, I wouldn't say hiring, but sponsoring some professional, like a professional basketball player was chosen. He played a lot of League of Legends, and he came and talked on Riot's YouTube channel. It was like
Jeremy Lin?
I
saw him. Oh, he was in, have you seen the video by Valve, Free to Play, the movie?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. It came out like 2 weeks ago at GDC. Watch it. It's basically just about esports and how Dota got popular and how, like, about some of the players, and it's actually a really good watch. But yeah, they had Jeremy Lin, who's a basketball player. Like, I guess he played Dota.
Yeah,
maybe he plays League and Dota.
Maybe.
Probably. I mean, things like this, you know, these people are gonna who love these basketball players are like, ooh, what's this League of Legends? I'm gonna try it out.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just gonna grow the popularity of the game.
I'm sure there's some celebrities that play it. They just haven't, like.
I ran into Ellie Goulding. Maybe it wasn't the real her, but the name was there.
We were playing Final Fantasy XIV last night, and there was an Ellie Goulding.
I mean, Mr. T plays World of Warcraft. Lights, the singer, plays World of Warcraft. There's a bunch of, like, a lot of celebrities play these games. They just don't tell people because they don't want to get harassed in game. But they're there.
Yeah.
I heard Taylor Swift plays games.
Ozzy Osbourne plays World of Warcraft.
Oh, yeah, he was in commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Well, we think they play.
I know it's.
Ashley, do you have a topic?
Final Fantasy 2.2 patch. Oh man,
What?
that's only.
So that's Final Fantasy 14.
14 A Realm Reborn. It's actually, they are making a PS4 platform for that soon. I believe it's coming out on April 14th. I could be wrong. There we go. Collector's edition's coming out. They're actually adding a Moogle companion and a fat chocobo mount. Pretty cool. You have this.
Is that something people want? A fat chocobo?
Aren't chocobos already
fat?
fat?
You guys should see it. No, they're not fat already. But if you see the new mount, it's like this massive blob of
Chubby
bird.
chicken.
And you have like this little fishing pole with like the gashel greens that call them out, and they're just like chasing it. It's pretty funny. Google it.
Fat chocobo.
Fat chocobo.
Is that's gonna come up? It's a thing.
Yeah.
Fat
But they actually added a new primal Leviathan. It's pretty cool. I haven't attempted it yet. I heard it's pretty easy, unfortunately. They've also added glamour, so now you can actually customize.
He
is pretty fat. Glamour slots, basically vanity. Instead of losing all your stats to pretty much, wear the armor that you think looks best, you can actually...
He's really fat. Yeah. Wow. Is it slower than the normal one?
Oh,
no, he's normal speed.
They normal speed.
They gave him a boost by putting his favorite food
what he
in front
reminds
of him.
me of?
He should be like slower and he kind of like tapers off after a while.
He looks like the child from Up.
Oh yeah, he does. Big cheeks.
Oh, it's so
rolls.
cute.
Fat chocobo.
But yeah, back onto glamours. Instead of losing your stats to pretty much equipped armor that you previously thought was better looking, if you thought the armor that actually gave better stats was ugly, you can actually put like an armor on top of that. So you keep the same stats as what you're wearing, but you see the pretty armor.
So bikini tanks are
there's a lot of bikini tanks now.
Battle babes.
Battle bikinis are on the verge.
DC Universe Online has that same feature, which I really like because
I think it's nice.
Like my character's appearance is it's a big deal for me. I like them to look cool.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people that play this game just to look pretty.
Yeah.
And they want to do it while killing their toughest bosses at the same time.
Sorry, back on to Mark.
Oh, that was pretty much it.
I don't like that idea.
No,
what idea?
You don't want a battle bikini, Kirk?
No, like if you get a heavy armor that's got massive stats, you have to wear that. Sorry.
But you don't want the tin can. Have you seen it? Some of them are like tin cans. It literally looks like I cut open a can of food and I dumped it on my character.
You want that armor, you gotta deal with it. Like when I used to play EverQuest, like you would get, the special weapons. You get weapons and they have like cool glowing effects. And it's like, if you want to look cool, you have to use that weapon, but it's probably not as powerful as some other weapon you have. But you can, like, if you're running around not battling, then you could have it out, But if you're actually going to go raid, like, you put on your gear, or if you're going to go do quests, like, you put on your gear.
Like an emergency
raid?
What? You don't have time for that.
I don't know.
You just want to go into a battle with a bikini on? Like,
looks cool.
It looks cool.
Yeah, then after the battle, you can go wear the bikini and walk around and, like, flirt with other dudes.
Hey, that's how you get your free items.
Oh, God.
TJ does it all the time.
TJ.
I don't play girl characters. I'm a man.
I'm a man. Yeah. I'm against that.
A stupid looking character.
Yeah, but
yeah, that's the funnest part. I spent like an hour.
In Dark Souls, you don't get to choose how it looks.
That's Dark Souls,
I suffer for it.
You suffer for
it. Yeah.
I ain't fabulous when I'm killing a boss.
I like my guy with his light armor and a hood. He looks badass.
Oh my
and I refuse to take it off.
Fashion statement.
No.
It's not about fashion.
It is.
It's
so
not
about
fashion.
I
have to look at that character for 20
Why do you think there's so
hours.
many games that let you customize your character?
I hate it all.
Kirk is like by himself.
I'm not.
I'm
not downing anything. I'm just saying.
He just has no sense of style. It's okay.
I don't want my game to be fashion.
I don't want it.
What about
it's
the fact that
looking cool?
No.
What if you want to attract girl gamers? Because girl gamers right now.
Yeah, girl gamers aren't gonna play
Tough
if they can't
topic to
customize
get them
their
in.
character.
Sure. Then.
See, you can't make exceptions for this.
No,
if you're
I'm not
a girl.
Saying,
then
what I'm
you
saying
can
sure
customize.
to is. Sure, I guess that'll get girl gamers in.
Kirk's all about
Don't you want to play
girl
with
gamers.
some girl gamers?
I don't care.
I don't care.
Or you want
I'm
all
not
the
trying to,
dudes
like,
be
go-
girls?
Flirt with somebody and be like, oh, I hope this is a girl.
Your argument was pre-battle you can have your pretty sword out.
If you
But
are
going
so
into
concerned
battle,
about your
why
looks,
does it matter if you're fighting with your ugly sword versus your pretty sword? It shouldn't matter. Just look cool all the time.
No.
Yeah.
No.
There's no
And
reason to not.
I'm putting my foot down on this topic.
You have
because
no foot to put down in
The
this.
foot is down
I
under
think
the
I
table.
created a massive fight here. I'm sorry, guys. Topic
the void
of the
is just growing
day.
between
I
Kirk
am-
and I.
yeah.
Sit next to each other.
I'm just not gonna have it.
You're
I
getting
am having it.
consumed.
I'm having
have
all
it.
of it. So you don't get it.
Choke off.
You almost did like a
Yeah.
thing.
You just did it. Oh no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
I think that's correct. Did you just footsie? Oh, God.
Cool. That was a great topic.
Yeah, I love my topic.
Of course, the girl topic turned into fashion.
Back to Final Fantasy.
Sure.
So...
Fat Chocobo.
No.
Not Fat Chocobo.
Are the console versions and the PC version on the same level?
Yes.
Update-wise.
I would say yes. Update-wise, they are on par. The only thing that I have against console users is I hate when you guys take like 10 minutes to respond to my question.
You people.
Because they have to type it in.
Because they have to type it in on, yeah.
And I think their ability to react is much slower.
Well, it's because there's a
Are you ever in game waiting for a response? And like after a short period of time, you're like, console prick. And then you're like,
no.
There needs to be a term like console noob, console pricks.
No. I don't do that. But
PC
before we
Master
start an
Race.
instance, I'm just like, hey, so you got ads, right? And then I'm like waiting there for 2 minutes, and I'm like, okay, they're not going to respond. And usually what happens is the tank is really impatient. So they start it off, and I feel like there's a lot of miscommunication there.
Do you guys actually play Final Fantasy XIV?
Yeah.
I do.
subscribed?
I actually... I've abandoned League of Legends for
Yes, you
it.
did.
Whoa.
Kind of sucks. I have to
It's
get
my-
plays by myself.
Yeah, I've kind of stopped playing League of Legends. I've had some good times with League. I've been playing for a really long time, and it's been the game that's kind of dominated my time. I haven't been able to finish really important games that have came out, like, you know, BioShock Infinite and Dead Space 2,
Dark
and all the
Souls.
good games,
Dead
Dark
Space 2.
Souls, everything that I've been wanting to play just kind of got tossed off to the side. So I'd finish them like halfway, and I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna play League.
I feel like you're like announcing your retirement.
Yeah, sorry, bye-bye League.
The fact is, though,
Final
if you really
Fantasy.
keep going back to League, it's because you like it over the other games. I mean,
Yeah, no, I
If you really like the
definitely
game,
agree.
Because TJ forces.
No.
No, eventually,
Only-
eventually, I'm probably gonna stop playing Final Fantasy, and I'm gonna just go back to League. It's what happens. I sense it coming.
You gonna play Elder Scrolls?
Earth mode.
Probably
So fun.
not.
No.
Probably not. I like Elder
play
Scrolls. I'm
Elder
I'm not sure about how it'd do as an MMO.
Good. Imagine
Did you play
playing
the beta?
Skyrim.
Either of
I
them?
haven't
My
got
brother,
to
I
play the
watched him
beta.
play. Just imagine playing Skyrim, but everyone is an actual person who you can just hate you. I guess.
Yikes.
Can you PvP anyone?
I don't know.
So is it like Daisy?
I hope so, because that would make it. Because that's what RuneScape, the old days when you used to go in the wild and kill
Oh
anyone you
god,
wanted.
you'd send traps out
That's
there
what I
and
loved about
ambush
that game.
people.
Is you can kill them and take all their stuff and
It's
leave
like
them
Diablo.
demoralized. That's
Wait,
why I
so
like
have
Daisy.
you played Daisy? Oh,
I like
okay.
Daisy
Yeah.
because you demoralize them, and I love demoralizing people.
I like to work together in those
Spending
games.
2
I like to
hours
work together too. I
collecting
feel like
gear,
I'm alone
and
and
you
I'm one of those people who's
defenseless.
like, I'm okay, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Yeah,
You're
that's what I do.
that
Just
asshole?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh
No,
my
it's
god.
so fucked.
That's so awful.
Daisy, all
You
my
have
brother
to
does is like,
play
hey,
the
let's
game.
want to join our clan? Okay, come with us. We have a bunch of people
I'm-
sitting in a house. They
See,
walk in.
you guys are the type of people I'm
Ooh,
afraid
free
of in
backpack.
real
Okay,
life. Like,
that
if-
I'm waiting
if
for
you
Mark
don't
to
play the
backstab me.
If you don't play the game, you're gonna get played, and it's like,
The game
This
is
is
to
why I don't
survive
play.
against zombies.
That's why I
Daisy
don't
zombies
play
are
games.
so easy to kill, though.
Yeah,
so they,
no,
they didn't
the-
make it a zombie game. They
The
made it
zombies are...
kill these people if they walk up. Like, I
Yeah,
remember yesterday I was
zombies are a
actually
joke.
playing.
Right.
Yesterday I was playing and literally 10 people spawned in the same area with nothing, and we all met up. We were all in the same city. And then
Huddle
first
for
guy was like, "Hey,
safety.
dude, what's up?" Second guy was like, "Hey, how's it going? You guys want to work together, get some armor?" And the other guy was like, "Hell no!" And then starts punching, and then everyone starts punching each other. And then there's one guy standing, and he starts
Oh my
blasting
God.
music, saying, "Ha,
No,
I
think
win."
the best part on Daisy, I was spectating TJ watching. TJ just spawned on this random shore with nothing. There's these two guys and they're just killing people on the shore. TJ saw this dead body lays next to it. They're just talking to themselves because like you can hear them if they're close to you, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, killed him." They're like, "Wait a second. There's a body there." They're like, "Where did this come from?" They thought he was dead, and then they check. They're like, "Oh, dude, this guy's alive." They're like, just walk away, and they offered to give TJ a chance to run, and then they started killing each other. I was like, wait a second, what's going on?
There's no rules.
No
No rules in Daisy.
What is this? Is it
Oh.
tumor?
Yeah. Peter.
Did you guys try Rust at all?
No,
Mhm.
I haven't tried Rust.
I tried it for like a day. That game as soon as you see another person, the only thing you start with is a rock. And as soon as you see another person, the rock comes out immediately.
It's just like caveman days.
Pretty much.
There's no like, hey, are you cool in that game? It's just like,
no, not really.
No, and DayZ, it's just, hey,
Friendly,
are you good?
friendly?
Friendly?
Yeah, see, I'm like, hey, you cool, bro? Like, if I see someone with no gear, like, I'll give them something. Like, I don't know. I want everyone to be like,
have my cereal.
The idea is like, don't worry, dude, I'm friendly. They come close enough. He's like, what the fuck, dude? You just killed me.
I give people like hatchets and stuff.
Even if
like,
they have nothing, I killed them.
That why?
See, these are the menace of society.
It could have taken them like 15 minutes to walk to
so much satisfaction.
Electro.
Exactly. I want them to waste their time, make them feel bad.
But it's not like you can see them at home like, damn,
that's
TJ.
why I stopped
I know it.
playing.
I just know.
I got tired of spawning and like dying and then having to walk all the way from where I did. It's like you gotta get lucky sometimes to find gear. Or else you're running base for like an hour.
Yeah,
I don't like that. It reminds me of Fallout, but at least in Fallout you can fast travel.
Yeah. Is that it?
I think
that's it.
For today.
All right, so
Ashley bought out.
Ashley out, power down. Okay, so that was the end.
Yeah.
Now she's asleep. Girl gamers suck.
Yeah, now that she can't hear us.
Beep boop.
She sucks. All right, signing off.
Well, wait.
Exploding.
What?
We have to say, like, subscribe.
Aww.
To Tech Gaming.
Oh, if you're watching this and you had a great time.
Okay, Kirk
and
Robot.
you made it to the
You
end.
don't have to be such a downer about
If you
it.
made it all the way to the end.
Hi, guys.
Hey, hi.
Thanks for sticking around.
Ashley here. Subscribe now, and you'll get cool stuff like
Free beta keys, maybe.
yeah, or
None of this is true.
none of this is true.
Don't listen.
Bye.
Bye.
What's up, attackers? We are here with Mike, and we are at the worldwide headquarters of Loot Crate. This is where it all happens. So, Mike, let's take a look at what you guys got going on here.
Let's do it.